Now to the new developments in the Deflate-Gate scandal with Super Bowl Sunday just 1 week from today. The Patriots coach calling an impromptu, bizarre press conference sounding more scientist than coach. ABC's Lindsay Jan is here to break it down for us this morning. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Paula. Bill Belichick says he spent the last week conducting an internal review of his team's process of breaking in their footballs, and he gave several potential reasons why they may have become deflated. But this morning, some now asking, was he trying to blind us with science? This morning, Patriots head coach Bill Belichick confident his team didn't break any rules.
He as an organization have absolutely followed every rule to the letter.
In a surprise news conference Saturday afternoon, Belichick finally ready to explain how he thinks 11 of 12 Patriots footballs got deflated in last Sunday's game against the Colts.
Touchdown! Climatic conditions, air pressure, equilibrium state, atmospheric conditions.
Sounding more high school science teacher than football coach.
The preparation of the ball caused the ball to, I would say, be artificially high in PSI.
Belichick talking about how rubbing footballs to break in the leather affects their air pressure once the team takes the field.
It reached its equilibrium at some point later on, an hour, 2 hours. That level was below what was set in this climatic condition.
Belichick's dissertation earning him an instant new nickname, Bill Belichick, the Science Guy. But we asked the real science guy, Bill Nye, what he thought of his new competition in the lab.
I'm not too worried about Coach Belichick's competing with me. What he said didn't make any sense.
And Nye says, equilibrium or not, the explanation falls flat.
Rubbing the football, I don't think you can change the pressure. To really change the pressure, you need one of these, the inflation needle.
Our science expert admitting he left out one crucial bit of data.
I cannot help but say, go Seahawks!
Belichick saying he's also moving on.
This is the end of this subject for me for a long time.
While saying he understands it's important, Belichick also saying he's embarrassed about the amount of time he's put into Deflate-Gate relative to preparing for next weekend's Super Bowl. Paula?
Thanks, Lindsay. Great get by the science guy saying that falls flat. And for more, let's bring in ESPN football analyst and former NFL quarterback Jesse Palmer. Jesse, we're still talking about this. Now, Bill Belichick has exonerated the Patriots, saying this was all the result of, quote, atmospheric conditions. The footballs naturally deflated, even though the Colts footballs didn't. Right. So did he hurt his cause? Did he help it?
He definitely didn't help himself in this, but I do give Bill Belichick a lot of credit because he did educate himself on footballs. That was a 19-minute symposium and lecture on the biodynamics and physics of footballs and PSI, which was way over my head. The biggest key to me in this entire story, though, 2 hours and 15 minutes before the game, the referees have both teams' footballs in their locker rooms, and they set the PSI level, what we assume was an equal level. All of a sudden, come kickoff, 11 of the 12 footballs for the Patriots are much more deflated than those from the Indianapolis Colts. Something happened in that time window. That's something Bill Belichick can't explain. That's something right now nobody can explain.
Okay, the NFL, considering everything that's happened this season, has to get this right, but it's definitely going to be a distraction heading into Super Bowl week. Can you think of why this is taking so long?
The New England Patriots have been accused in the past of using deflated footballs, and maybe that's a reason why the NFL is looking into past games and seeing they can find more evidence. I don't know how you're ever going to prove them wrong in this case, though. You need video evidence or a picture with someone with a needle and a football, or an equipment ball boy is going to have to come forward. But no doubt about it, there have been major distractions both on and off the field. Bill Belichick took time. He should have been in the film room game planning where he had to learn about footballs. That's why I think he was so embarrassed during that press conference. This has affected them already, both on and off the field.
Got to be honest, this didn't affect the outcome of the game.
Not at all.
At all. It just raises the questions of playing by the rules. Would this even be a story still if it weren't the New England Patriots?
I don't think so. The New England Patriots are the villain. This is a team people love to hate. They've got a Hall of Fame quarterback, a Hall of Fame head coach. They're playing in their 6th Super Bowl. They've had a lot of success. But this is a team people look at as potential cheaters. And it's not just the Deflate-Gate. Back in 2007, they were accused and found guilty of stealing the New York Jets signals. Bill Belichick was fined $500,000 for that, and the Patriots lost draft picks. So this is a team people love to hate, and that's why they're the villain in this. They are a sexy team, and that's why this has become such a big story.
As always, Jesse Palmer, expert analysis. Get back to the science lab, okay?
Back to bed. That's right.
Get back to bed.
Thanks, Jesse.
I'm from Boston, by the way. I love to love them, just for the record.
Of course you do.
We
a
appreciate
little bit
you.
of Boston love this morning.
We appreciate you calling them a sexy team, because that's the way we think of them as well. Thank you very much.